Okay, welcome to another Orbiter 2010 video. Today is Thursday, November 7th, 2013, and at some point here in the next week or two, possibly later, depends, SpaceX is supposed to be doing another launch. And back in October 2012, I did that live simulation launch, and people seemed to think that was pretty cool. SpaceX had another launch on March 1st, 2013, and I missed that one. At least I missed doing a recording of it. So I thought that on the heels of this mission that's coming up here in the not too distant future, I would go back to that March 1st, 2013 launch and do another one of those type of live simulation launches that I did back then. It'll be fairly short because we're only going to do the ride to orbit part, but let's jump in here and see what we can do. So I'm going to unpause, and we are only time to node's about 376 seconds. We're going to launch at about 310. So let me warp time forward just a little bit, and then I'm going to start the video here, and we'll play along with it. In fact, I will start it now. About now.
All tanks at pressure.
T-minus 20.
Should have started the video a little sooner.
T-minus 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now liftoff from the Falcon 9.
Dragon ascends first stage acceleration.
Falcon 9 has cleared the tower.
Falcon 9 has indeed cleared the tower.
Starting gravity turn. First
Terminal
stage
count launch is
full power.
complete. Standing by.
When I did this launch in October 2012, I was pretty far ahead
Power systems nominal, and we have a good telemetry lock on stage
of the
1 and 2.
real Dragon.
First stage propellant utilization active.
And I think that was due large in part to the
Vehicle
fact
6 kilometers in altitude, velocity of 241 meters per second, and downrange distance of 1 kilometer.
see, they're only at 241 meters a second. I'm already at almost 1,000 meters a second.
Vehicle is supersonic.
So I don't think the SpaceX module in orbiter is very accurate.
Vehicle has reached maximum aerodynamic pressure.
But what I was going to say, back in October, they actually had one of the engines flame out, or whatever the term would be.
Second stage has started engine chill.
So this time, we'll see how well my orbiter flight matches up with the real one.
Vehicle remains on a nominal trajectory. Vehicle is 30 kilometers in altitude, velocity of 1 kilometer per second,
I'm
and
way
downrange
ahead.
distance of 23 kilometers.
Dragon power systems normal.
See, I'm already at the end of stage 1. So what I'll do is I'll actually just kind of coast here for a little bit and let the
Vehicle
live video
remains on
catch
a nominal
up.
trajectory. Vehicle is 51 kilometers in altitude, velocity of 1.8 kilometers per second, and downrange distance of 59 kilometers.
Let the recorded video catch up, rather. It's not live.
Approaching MECO 1.
Now they're catching up.
MECO 1. Pass 10 MECO.
Flight computers in second stage.
Dragon ascends MECO.
MECO 2, stage 1 shutdown.
Stage separation confirmed.
Handback ignition confirmed.
AOS Wallops.
Hope they give another velocity call out here pretty soon. Velocity and altitude, I'm curious.
Nose cone separation.
Nose cone separation on
All
my
stations
end.
MD on mission A, please proceed to procedure 7.101, Dragon on orbit activation deployment. Standing by for Dragon separation and prop priming.
Second stage propulsion systems nominal.
Can pitch up a little bit. My velocity vector is getting down below the
Vehicle
horizon.
remains on a nominal
close to it.
trajectory. Vehicle is 148 kilometers in altitude, velocity of 3.2 kilometers per second, and downrange distance of 346 kilometers.
They're a tad bit higher, but I'm faster. So let me throttle back a little bit.
Second stage propellant utilization active.
I have to pitch up a little bit though. Actually, I have to pitch up a lot. So I'm gonna go back to full throttle on the engines because my vertical acceleration is still below 0, which means I'm falling. This could be a complete failure on my end, actually.
Vehicle remains on a nominal trajectory. Vehicle is 182 kilometers in altitude, velocity of 4 kilometers per second, and downrange distance of 541 kilometers.
Now I can start pitching back down. My vertical speed's above 0. It's too much pitch. About right there.
Second stage propulsion systems look good.
Power systems look nominal, and we have a good telemetry lock on stage 2.
Vehicle is 200 kilometers in altitude, velocity of 4.6 kilometers per second, and downrange distance of 767 kilometers.
Okay, I'm still climbing slightly. But I'm low. I need to get my apoapsis up a bit.
Vehicle remains on a nominal trajectory. Vehicle is 210 kilometers in altitude, velocity of 5.6 kilometers per second, and downrange distance of 1,080 kilometers. IMU and GPS look good.
Did they just say 5 kilometers? How could they be so slow? How could this be so much ahead? I don't understand.
Vehicle is passing through the head-on gate.
I killed the engines a bit too soon. My apoapsis isn't quite 200 yet. Now it's 200. Alright.
Stage 2 propulsion systems continue to be nominal.
I think the second stage can relight. I'm not sure. It can in orbiter, obviously. Okay, so, well, I missed the time, but I reached orbital velocity obviously sooner again, but I don't think it was as much of a difference as it was last time. But we'll see when they get MECO here.
Vehicles and terminal guidance.
FTS is saved.
So my relative inclination could have been better. It's 0.11 out. But I can actually fix that here in just a second. I'm not really going to bother though, because this is the, I'm just recording the ascent. Because I'm just curious how the SpaceX add-on in orbiter compares to the real world. And unless they don't throttle up their engines to 100%, then I would say, actually, yeah, then I would say that the orbiter add-on is
MVAC shutdown
Flight
confirmed.
computers in separation state.
fairly inaccurate compared to the real one.
Dragon is
Vehicle is-
sensed MECO.
Vehicles orbital.
Okay, so 9 minutes
ARG
and 31
199
seconds.
kilometers, apogee 323 kilometers.
They went for a higher
Inclination
rate of apogee.
51.66 degrees.
They went for a slightly higher apogee, but that only would
Cameras
have
pointing
accounted
forward.
for 3-4 seconds, not a whole minute.
Dragon set commanded.
So they're now separating.
All stations, MB Mission A, successful Dragon F9 sep. Thank you for the ride, F9.
This stage, which I believe is Shift J. No, Shift P to separate the payload. So I guess they just used the trunk to do their orbit circularization. Trying to get the same camera angle, basically. Guess something like that.
All stations,
Prop
prop
global.
That's the part that's separating. So then we get inside the Dragon. And K for the
All stations,
antenna.
prop software globals.
Assist to acknowledging prop global.
Noting that prop alarms are inhibited. Flight computers in post-prime state. Software global.
And I can't remember the key for the solar array.
LOS Wallops.
Okay, well I guess that's gonna wrap up the video. I think the playback video on YouTube's just about over. And anyway, again, I just wanted to test the ride to orbit to see the difference.
AOS Newfoundland.
Acknowledging software global.
So if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button down below, please. Let me know if you like this type of
Flight computer in abort passive.
follow along simulation type of thing. Maybe I'll do a few more of these if I can. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you in the next video. At least I missed doing a recording of it. So I thought that on the heels of this mission that's coming up here in the not too distant future, I would go back to that March 1st, 2013 launch and do another one of those type of live simulation launches that I did back then. Be fairly short because we're only going to do the ride to orbit part, but let's jump in here and see what we can do. So I'm going to unpause, and we are only, should have started the video a little sooner.
T-minus 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff from the Falcon 9.
Dragon is sensed first stage acceleration.
Falcon 9 has cleared the tower.
And mine has indeed cleared the tower.
Starting gravity turn.
First
Trouble
stage
count launch is
engine full power.
complete.
Time to node's about 376 seconds. We're going to launch at about 310. So let me warp time forward just a little bit, and then I'm going to start the video here and we'll play along with it. In fact, I will start it now, about now.
All tanks at pressure.
T-minus 20.
Okay, welcome to another Orbiter 2010 video. Today is Thursday, November 7th, 2013. And at some point here in the next week or two, possibly later, depends, SpaceX is supposed to be doing another launch. And back in October 2012, I did that live simulation launch, and people seemed to think that was pretty cool. SpaceX had another launch on March 1st, 2013, and I missed that one.